Craftsman has a cordless inflator that's much more than just a regular inflator. We have the Craftsman model number CMX PTX A2001, and it is a 20 volt inflator, blower, and vacuum. So it runs on their 20 volt batteries. Obviously we can see the kind of the battery port right there, but it's also able to run on 12 volts as well, and we'll show you that here in one moment. Also, you can see all self-contained unit here, so nothing hanging off. All the hoses are contained, the cords are contained. Well, there is no cord other than the 12 volt we'll show you here in one moment, but I love the fact there's no things just hanging off. There's a place for everything. Even the inflator accessories here on the rear. So we have a needle for pumping up your footballs and soccer balls and basketballs and those sorts of things. We have like a raft inflator here. We also have a Presta valve inflator for a lot of your mountain bikes and road bikes that now have Presta valves. So that's all on there. As I mentioned, it will run either on their 20 volt 2 amp hour battery, but also it will take their 4 amp hour battery as well. So regardless of which Craftsman V20 battery you have, it will accept that. Have a digital display right here on the front. When we turn the unit on, we can see we'll have a couple of options. But before we get to that, here on one end, we have a canister here, which is for the vacuum. And we have a filter built in there as well. And we can easily just take that off. And that's going to lock into place. Now this is your vacuum port, and this here is going to be your blower port. And this is going to be your high pressure inflator hose. This is a 29-inch hose, comes from the front, wraps around the top, and then wraps around the back and tucks away nicely. And then we have the low pressure high volume hose, and this is an expandable hose used for your blower and for your vacuum. It's going to connect to the port on the side for your vacuum. Put that on right here and be able to vacuum things up, or if we want to do some gentle blowing, we can do that as well. Built right onto the crevice tool here, so you can see we can get into those small crevices there, but also we have a little brush tool, and we can just push that little button right there and slide that out, and now we have the softer bristles, or if we want to just pull that off and get it out of the way, we can, but that stows away quite nicely, and then you can slide it all the way back here, and it stays out of the way. But wait, there's more. Here on this end of the tool, we can open up this door, and then we have some different blower accessories we can put on there and kind of condense that blower stream and actually do some inflating with the larger stuff for the larger rafts and things like that. Also, we have a 12 volt adapter with a cord. We can pull that out and actually plug that into our car, so we don't have to run it on our 20 volt batteries. We can plug it into the car cigarette lighter or 12 volt adapter, whatever you want to call that, and be able to power this as well. Now, since we have our battery in there, let's go ahead and power this on. Just going to hold the power button down for a quick second, and then it's going to power up. The screen display, pretty easy to read. Right now shows a tire. That tells me we're in inflation mode, or we're in inflation mode, so we can actually pump things up, whether it be a football, a basketball, or even a tire. The play button here is what is going to actually turn that on or off, so we have it in compressor mode. We hold that down, push it to pause it, turn it on again, and we can just run it that way, or we can actually dial in the PSI that we need. So we can hold this down and set it to whatever PSI we want, and then it will automatically shut off once it's complete. So again, we'll turn it on, and it'll run until it reaches that PSI, and then it will automatically shut off. Now, if we want to go to blower mode, we hit that button there, and now that's in the blower and the vacuum mode. So now when we turn this on, hit the play button, it's actually activating these two ports here. And then we have another button here, and that's basically our LED light. So if we're on the roadside working on a tire or something like that, we can turn that on. We can even hit it again and have a blinking kind of strobe light, if you will, but then hit it again and that's going to turn off. So very easy to actually operate this. So let's go ahead and turn this on. And then we're going to turn this up to 40. We got our hose attached. We can see that we have 34.3 pounds or PSI in there. We'll go ahead and hit the play button. And that was real time, so it didn't take long at all to go from that 34 to actually 40 pounds or 40 PSI. Tuck our hose away and we're ready to go. And it's very handy to use for quick cleanup. And stows away easily in the trunk or bed of the truck. By the way, if we didn't mention it, this goes all the way up to 160 PSI, and also it runs on the 20 volt batteries as well as the 12 volt adapter that makes it very handy when you're around a vehicle. Right now you can get it at Lowe's for 50 bucks. That's about 25 or 30 bucks cheaper than it normally prices at. So a great deal. That's not going to come with a battery, but if you're already on the Craftsman battery platform, this is an excellent addition to your power tools. It's going to fit very well in a car, in a truck, and it's going to be very handy for either vacuuming or blowing things, as well as inflating tires and balls and rafts and anything else that you can think of. You get a 1-year warranty with this, and as we mentioned, you can find it at Lowe's or on Lowe's.com. Also keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, well, give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day and keep smiling.